Don't know which way these guys are going to go. Hopefully going to go this way. Um, yeah, and I kind of think that if I'm really going to go for this, I need to get it quickly. So I'm going to just go straight for it. Thanks in there. Well, yeah. Uh, so yeah, probably. Yeah, let's get a gas pump there. Does he really need that? Probably not. Okay, let's go. The other way. Hopefully we'll win this one though. No, we've not won that one. This game is annoying like that. I couldn't have done anything differently really, apart from just building up having loads of phalanxes in here, which I could do. So that is, yeah. It's annoying. Makes me dislike the game. Well, what can you do? So I'm going to have to do a kind of an emergency thing. Of course, it's still, even despite everything, like a catapult against a knight is much better odds than a knight against a phalanx. So it's still, ultimately, it's the best strategy that you can do. It's the only real strategy that you can try and do to defend. But it's just annoying, and obviously if you use a sissy, then that could be, that's really bad. I'm wondering if I should just give up a. I'm wondering whether I should give up a catapult or a settler. Which one's more valuable at this point? I guess it's about the same. But I'm guaranteed to lose 2 settlers there. I think I need to move this guy out as well, actually. Like that. So he'll be in disorder for 1 turn. But that is what it is, as they say, as some people say. Right. I think I need to have him as defence. So this is not what I wanted. I think I'm going to... Yeah, we have to just knuckle down a bit, I think. Because there's too much risk everywhere. Interesting. My default in democracy is always no. We're not talking to anyone. I'm already in sort of war mode, so it doesn't really serve a purpose to do anything but declare war on everyone. Okay, that's useful to know. Okay. Yeah, we're just praying to God that this catapult is actually going to win this time. He's in civil disorder, so I can't transfer him over just yet. I think all the others are basically okay. Well, nothing's really okay at the moment, but that's the best that we can do. I'm thinking of trying to transfer over this guy, but it's not possible. So he is going to stay there for now. So I've got two options here to take out this guy. Move him back, which means that this guy is allowed to be here. This guy's a veteran, so he's got to win really. That guy can stay there. And that guy can stay there for now. Oh, okay, I already moved him across. I forgot about that. Okay, fine. Yeah, okay, that makes a little more sense. This guy needs an extra one. Okay. So you can have a roaming catapult. I don't know, I feel like I should keep one over here. Because now I've got the city walls over there, I kind of feel like they're a bit more protected. Okay, thank goodness for that. Okay, I can handle that, even though it's a bit ridiculous. That guy's going to go up here. That's good. Okay. So this middle part of the game really is the sort of tense part where you just don't want to lose a city, basically. If you lose a city, sometimes it's possible to get it back, but in this formation, I mean, it's really all these cities lined up against the Greek island, which is probably down to the southwest, and they can attack at any point, and it's just, you know, if they capture one of these cities here, it will split the empire in two. Split my empire in two, not literally, but it would just kind of physically make things much harder. Okay, good. He can take care of that. That's fine. Let's just buy that one. Yeah. Kind of tempted because there's kind of an entryway there as well, isn't there? They've come up there a couple of times. I don't think I have to worry about the north of the island at all. So actually, it's like there possibly, but I've got the city walls there. It's through here. Although I've got city walls here now, so there's less chance of him attacking here. But if they do, it's annoying. This is the reason why having a city there would have been useful. But I don't. It's too late for that now. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep something around here. Just so I can see if they do drop anyone off there. And then maybe I can keep a roaming, keep a roaming one around there. Makes sense, doesn't it? So that's his rear, that's Rome. Okay. Okay, I think I can attack him on the. I mean, even though the catapult lost last time, there's no really losing that. Talk to you again ever. Not until the day that your civilization dies. And even then, I won't be speaking to you. Right. Yeah, so one there, one around here. I mean, probably that's fine. Let's try and get as many roaming catapults as possible. And that's the strategy for when you have railroad as well. Or yeah, it's mainly for when you have railroads, is that these roaming things come into play. But if you can have them before, that's key. And it's it all kind of builds up to when you get railroad and then getting the railroad down. And that's kind of when things start to go your way a bit, and you're not just fighting. Oh dear, that's annoying. Sorry for saying it's annoying all the time, but that's just me being honest. Okay, another 3 or 4 turns left for that, so I need to keep these guys away from the coast. Basically because the trireme may attack, and then there's a reasonable chance of the trireme winning. Of course, you could also attack the actual cities themselves. So on that basis, I should really put a phalanx in here, which is it's a bit slack of me, a bit late of me to do that. I could do that to this one as well. So defensive units are important against the sea units. So hopefully I'll get away with that one. So I've got a phalanx on a hill, slightly annoying. I'm going to keep him there. Shall I attack it? Well, if I'm ever going to attack it, then now is the time. Because it's not fortified. So I'm attacking it. That's a bit of luck. Bit lucky didn't go for the other one. Is that barracks that I bought when I'm supposed to have bought a catapult? Possibly. Yes, I'm supposed to have bought a catapult. Never mind. Could start putting catapults now. Too much time just faffing around. There we go. That's exactly the sort of thing I was worried about. So they've dropped off there, so they're going to wander up here. I mean, I say I weren't worried about it, but actually probably couldn't really ask for much better. Yeah, can't really ask for much better than that, although, as stated before, knights are invincible, and I've got 2 veteranized catapults that both lost against the knights. And this is why people reload in this game a lot. And I think normally most people playing on Emperor are very, very tempted to reload if they don't at all. I'm going to try not to do that at all, obviously, for this video. But it is very tempting because you think, well, knight is, it's on the plains. It's got defensive 2, so if it's a veteran, it's got a maximum of 3 on defense. And a veteranized catapult has 9 on attack. So 9 against 3 twice. You can't really ask for better odds than that. So in other words, there's not much I could have done better than that to defend against it. And yet you lose twice. So it is annoying, but it is the game. And I should probably consider bringing a defensive unit down from here. The chariot is kind of more expendable. Not particularly. I mean, as you can see, if you're losing with catapults, you're not going to win with. You're less likely to win with chariots. I'm just wondering if I've got enough firepower here, but I should do. Should do. But then you never know. Alright, that was a mistake. But I can pass them over to this one probably. That's probably a good idea. Let's do that. Okay, let's see what this knight has got in store. Is he going to take out all of my defences? Not all of them, but still more than what he should have done overall. So I'm very happy I put some attacking defences in Gordion, because it does not look good, does it? That doesn't look good at all. Right, okay, so this is do or die time over here. Thank goodness for that, because otherwise, well, let's not talk about it. I might have had to start the game again if I lost that city. I don't think well, it's a city on the edge, so I could go for it. It's just that losing Jessbox Cathedral is such a kick to the private part that you just get frustrated and you think, well, I feel like I should just reload it, but I shall not be doing that. Okay. Right, so I can just home city that one and wait. Let's take this guy out first. So that's a bit slack of that. I don't know, actually. That's probably fine. This is probably fine as well. Yeah. Okay. Thought about that city too much. Might have to. Let's see what have I got in there. Legion in there. And I just unloaded two barbarians. I haven't been paying it enough attention. I'll have to just try and beat them with the Legion, but that's not very good odds. But that's all I can do at this point because it's better than them attacking me. Right, let's go over here. Okay, that's a bit of luck. Okay, cool. Right, one more turn. Americans. So they're all coming for me now. This is annoying. Almost as annoying as me saying everything's annoying all the time. I'm sure. Okay, let's buy this one more turn to get some extra money. Okay, so I've got this. So basically what Jezbox Cathedral does is it removes 2 unhappy people from every city on your continent, which is a really big deal because it means that basically means that every city can be in the same situation as it normally would want to be, but with a unit outside. So each city has a free unit that they can use to roam in democracy compared to normal, which again will become really, really useful and will become clear when I get railroad. Do I want that? I'm not sure. Right, let's put that there. So, for example, they're not attacking. No one's attacking from the north at all. So I don't think. I think I can get away with having this guy roaming around. Right, we need to get railroad now. It's getting to the point in that game, in the game, where we can't just keep building up treasury. Drakes really are throwing everything at us. Not ideal. I've not been that lucky in this game. Been with the conflicts, as it were. I was lucky right at the beginning with the 2 legions against the French city. That was really lucky. But apart from that, it's not been plain sailing, as it were. Like stuff like this. It's a veteran catapult. So if it doesn't win, you kind of think, well, there's nothing else I could have done. It's quite demoralising. This guy, I mean, yeah, it's not really what you want, I have to say. This kind of stuff. You can only throw so much wood on the fire at the end of the day. Need to do attacks again. He's going to win with at least one on that side. There's one with two. And he's attacked with the phalanx as well, which is very cheeky thing to do. That's not looking promising. The annoying thing is that I've got the J.S. Bach's Cathedral in there, and now I need to win against both of these units. And I'm just suspicious whether or not it's going to happen. So that's the thing I've lost, and it's just so demoralising when this happens, because you just think there's nothing I could have done differently. Okay, so I've got one more. Okay, I kind of spoke a little bit too soon there, but I've lost like 4 units there, and it's just kind of, it's almost the luck of the draw at this point, having enough units to be able to bring it over to protect it. I need to keep the city because it's got the wonder in it, so it's particularly important in case you're wondering. No pun intended. So let's get that guy to move across. This guy will want. And now I'm kind of spread really thin. I had some good defences before, but now I don't have as many. Okay, that guy should be able to give some sort of some use, contribute something useful. Let's go to there. Let's go to there. Let's go to here. Get on there. Thing is, every turn that you're getting tax instead of actually learning something. Wow, that's ridiculous. See, that's what's so annoying. He's now lost. I was expecting to lose that phalanx, and so I've won then, but it's way too late. It's way after the fact, after it's been important. So, yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I need to build these city walls basically, and then I'll be a bit happier. Invest heavily in Gordian's defense. Yeah, they really are attacking in the worst, in the most effective ways. It seems. don't know. I'm going to take a risk, I think, and just leave it. I've been waiting for railroad for about the last 500 years. Let's stop them from moving somewhere useful. Just hope the sail doesn't attack my catapult, which of course is possible, but very, very risky for them because it's got units on it. So if they lose, then they lose all the units. So the other guy moved down here, didn't he? Taking the bait there a little bit. But then he might not see this. So I'm going to take out this guy. So what to do in this place? I could try for another wonder. I think let's get another phalanx first. 2 phalanxes, and then save up for another wonder. But the other wonders are quite far away, quite far off, as it were. So not entirely sure about that strategy. Realised I've lost my settler there unless I attack the Legion, which I will probably do. He's got 2 diplomats in here. Okay. No, I don't need to lose it. I can just... Oh no, I do need to lose it. So, okay, opportunity to get a veteranized catapult here. Here's where he is. So, let's do this. I don't know who I should give this gems to. I feel like the bigger city probably... It's probably better to do that. So they all got phalanxes in, yeah. So you need that to defend against the sea units. We could probably do that. Should I do that? Let's do that. Whoops. Okay. If I can have one turn where they don't unload something, that'd be nice. For example, we've got to be careful. If that was up to there, then it would grow next turn and it would be in civil disorder for a second time, and then you'd lose it. You'd lose the. You'd go into revolution, which is not good. So I want to actually beat something that I should be beating. Yes, I would rather do that. The super cavalry is returned. Right. Let's see if I can beat it with this catapult. So cavalry is 2 on attack, 1 on defense, but in real life terms, the reality of the game is that it wins an awful lot. It just happened to load there as well. That's so annoying. So at this point, they're attacking me so much that I don't really think that gunpowder is an issue. I might get attacked by other civs as well by getting gunpowder, but to be honest, there's so much going on here. They would have to go through the Greeks in order to be able to attack me in the first place. So I don't really see it being an issue. I do think I should get city walls though. Finally, something has gone right there. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I could even sacrifice one of these diplomats so I don't lose any defences. Let's do that. Let's just sacrifice that to keep it nice and clean. Nice and under control. Yeah, normally the timings work out that as soon as your settlers have finished irrigating everything, then you've got a railroad. But yeah, the Greeks have attacked so much that I've had to keep taxing instead of earning money, instead of developing technology. Oh, really, attacking with a militia. Okay, let's get that back on down there. Aye. As if the game is punishing me for not trying to wipe out the Greeks at the beginning, but it wasn't possible to know that at the beginning. Should take the other one. Okay. Surviving another turn. There's another catapult in here. I want to see if it can beat this guy. I'll probably need some reinforcements in case something doesn't beat this phalanx. Could try to bribe it as well. Let's try and do that. If it's less than 100, yeah, we'll grab that one. Let's sentry that one, but let's take a couple of those and let's bring them down south. Oh no, what's this? Ah, annoying. They found a way up north. That is really, really annoying. I probably shouldn't have bought that too quickly either. Never mind. I'll have to do another round of tax. I shake my head every time a catapult loses against a knight, let alone a veteranized catapult. Because if you think about it, 6 versus 2 or 9 versus 3, or even 6 versus 3, it's not, the probability is so low. On average, that it's just frustrating. And I feel like Emperor's hard enough with the amount of things they throw at you that they don't also need to. They don't also need to sort of win in terms of the luck on the score, like the attack or defense score. So now I've got gunpowder. Now I really, really don't want them to take over any of my cities, because then they get gunpowder, and not only is it annoying in the short run because they can drop off musketeers, which basically you can't rely on beating musketeers with catapults. So not only that, they also get much closer to the next, to getting cannons, for example, which is gunpowder and university gets you metallurgy. So yeah, you're kind of really now on thin ice until you get railroad and you get everyone together, so that you can protect, so that the catapults can protect everywhere on the island simultaneously, which is something that hopefully I'll show you quite soon if I don't lose the game in the next 5 or 10 turns. If I lose a city, I'll probably, well, I don't know. If I lose a city to the Greeks, well, even if I lose it to a different civilization, they'll just exchange the knowledge or give the knowledge over to the Greeks. So, kind of, yeah, just really ridiculous levels of unluckiness. I mean, it's fine, as long as you get through it, it's fine. But it makes it impossible to kind of predict what's going to happen. So, yeah. Oh no, that's not what I wanted at all. So basically, if you have lots of trade, if you're in democracy, you've got lots of trade, you've got lots of affluence basically in your empire. So it's the same thing as you get in the later civs, and that you've got like culture spreads to different civilizations. Well, this means that basically because I've got strong amounts of trade, that they that a city has decided to flip to my side, which in the later civs is normally pretty good because it's on the edge of your empire and it's generally what you want. In this, it can be a real pain because now I've got a city in the middle of nowhere that I didn't want, that I now have to protect to make sure it doesn't get taken over. And what I'll probably do is a bit of a low level. It's a bit weak, but I'm going to basically starve it to death, which is a bit tame. I normally like to try and hold on to it, but I don't think I'm going to this time because I've got too much going on. Again, so veteranize, that was 6 against 1, or 6 against 1.5. So, yeah, very annoying. The auto save, so every 1,000 years it does an auto save, which I use because sometimes it crashes mid game because I'm playing through a server. Not a server, I'm playing through like an online website rather than having it on my PC. Probably paying enough attention to this, have I? I might actually talk to them, see if I can get peace with the Americans, but then I don't know. No, let's just. Oh, I'm going to regret this, aren't I? So it's got 2 defences, so all I need to do is get it to 3. And buy. Oh, that's lucky, that isn't it? I should sell this. I should sell these. Oh, I've only got time to sell one. Basically, buy settlers at the same time as it being attacked, and that should hopefully work. But I might have left it too late because the cavalry, of course, are infinitely powerful. And yeah, the Americans have got gunpowder, which is annoying. It's not game ending, but it does cause a lot of problems. Not because of them having it particularly, because they're probably not very strong. But if the Greeks get hold of it, then you can see how many units they're already producing. It's gonna get even worse. So we shall see about that. You gotta be kidding. 9 against 1. 9 against 1. Right, well, let's get some more down here. Don't know, not sure. So where is next? Could get cannons, but to be honest, it's the same story really with cannons. Cannons are slightly better, but the most important thing is railroad, because as soon as you get railroad, you can connect all these cities up, and all these catapults can converge onto one location to defend it at any one point. So yeah, what's surprising is that no one else. Well, I say that, but let's have a look. So where's steam engine? So yeah, no one's got steam engine. So yeah, if I can just make it through this period with the Greeks, then I'll be laughing. But I'm not laughing yet. I'd love to get a university here. That'd be great, but I just don't see it happening anytime soon. I've got to keep doing this stupid stuff with catapults defending. Get the other one. So I've got 6 turns now. So even with Isaac Newton's College, because my cities are not actually that developed, I don't have universities and things like that. Which is what, normally at this point, well, long before this point, you're supposed to have that kind of sorted. Yeah, I can't remember what I was saying. Just moaning, basically. Okay, let's get rid of this one. So the original plan was to build a railroad along here first. I'm missing quite a few settlers, aren't I? I've only got 4 settlers. That's absolutely shocking. So that's how many I've lost in amongst all of this stuff that's been going on. So I need more. I need quite a few more. Yeah, I've got enough catapults, I think, for now. I mean, that's the sort of thing you should never say on this difficulty level, of course, because as you can see, you can lose 6 catapults in a row without much, and it's quite common. Well, not that common, but it's possible, and it's pretty crushing when it does happen. Right, do I want... yeah, so let's move him out to here. Who's got 3? This guy. So... send this here as well. I only checked half the cities. I should have checked all of them. Didn't I really want to grab that there? Not sure that I did. Two, three, four, five. 5 in progress. I feel like I should probably get some more. What about this guy? Yeah, you can have that, that's fine. These guys all need them. Oh, but he's not gonna... I have to borrow back that square. Yeah, this guy can do one as well. So 6 gives me a total of 10. That's probably about right. It's about fine. So let's try and build some railroads shortly. And I think I'm going to call it a day for now on this one.